The 2020 Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.
Live from the grandstand at Riverside Park in Springfield, Minnesota, we have another second-round matchup in this Class C state tournament. It's the Rochester Roadrunners out of Region 5 taking on the St. Patrick Irish from Region 3. Our second game of 4 here in Springfield. Well, the Roadrunners come in with an 11-3 record coming off the bye as winners of Region 5. St. Patrick Irish, they beat the Regal Eagles 5-1 last week. A 3-run homer by Matt Ambrose and a complete game by Colin Denk is why the St. Patrick Irish are standing here today. Pitching for the Rochester Roadrunners is Tyler Zemla. And countering for the St. Patrick Irish will be Zach Sawyer. So Sawyer versus Zemla. It'll be Zemla towing the rubber here in the top half of the first inning as the home team, the Rochester Roadrunners, take the field. Rochester is managed by Bernie Carlson. He's been with the team since it started in 1999. And the St. Patrick Irish managed by Brent Goracki in his first year as manager of the Irish. St. Patrick Irish wearing the green jerseys, white pants. Rochester with gray pants and the blue and yellow colored jerseys. So facing Tyler Zemla to start today's ball game will be Jack Fregis, the shortstop, as we'll run through the Irish lineup here quickly. So Fregis will lead things off. On deck is Jordan Goracki. Batting third will be Kyle Rhodes. Fourth, Matt Ambrose. Fifth, his brother Seth Ambrose. Batting sixth will be Dom DeLuca. Seventh, Ryan Fregis. Batting eighth will be Zack Andreas. And batting ninth will be Jace Westman. As the second pitch of the game is hit hard into the gap in left center field. Fregis around first. Fregis going to hold up at second base. And the St. Patrick Irish making some noise here early on. A leadoff double by Jack Fregis.
Number 1, the second baseman, Jordan Goracki.
Could barely get through the lineup, and the Irish already with an extra base hit early on here. Well, in the field for the Roadrunners, pitching is Tyler Zemla. Catching behind the plate will be Matt Cosell. At first base is Dave Jensen. Second base, Taylor Field. At third base is Jake Erke. And at shortstop is Matthew Hayford. The outfield for Rochester in left, Brian McCauley. In center is Pat Leary. And in right field, Aaron Stanek. It's the 1-0 misses from Zemla. 2-0 the count to Jordan Goracki. Zemla working out of the stretch. Gets a two-hopper to third base. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. Jake Erke slings it over to Dave Jensen for the first out of the ball game. Jack Fregis advances to third base.
Number 2, the center fielder, Kyle Rhodes.
And here's Kyle Rhodes for the St. Patrick Irish. Graduate of Lakeville North High School. Played club ball at Iowa State. And he's batting here in the state tournament in the third spot. It's a nice job by the catcher, Matt Cosell, able to keep that off-speed pitch in front of him. Rochester, as I mentioned, the winners of Region 5, one of 3 bids out of that region. The Roadrunners play in the Twin Rivers League and the Classic Cannon Valley League is the other league making up Region 5. Here's the 2-0 foul back. I think that got a piece of both Cosell's mask and the mask of the umpire. And it's 2-1. The Roadrunners are the only representative of Region 5C remaining in this Class C tournament. As a swing on 2-1. A good breaking ball by Zemla there. And it's 2-2 Zemla to Kyle Rhodes. Well, the other 2 teams from Region 5C to make it to state were Cannon Falls and Red Wing. Cannon Falls lost last week 8-0 to Waconia. And the Red Wing lost 5-2 to Watertown. It's a 2-2 pitch, misses low, and it's 3-2. Set, payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Got him on a nasty off-speed pitch. First strikeout of the ball game for Tyler Zemla.
Fourth, number 10, the catcher, Matt Ambrose.
And here comes the cleanup hitter, Matt Ambrose. Ambrose had the big knock, a 3-run blast in the first round that propelled the Irish to a 5-1 win over the Regal Eagles. He takes the first pitch he sees of the game for a strike. But it was 2 big performances, Matt Ambrose's 3-run blast and a complete game by pitcher Colin Denk. Came up big in that win over Regal. Here's the 1-1. Up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop. Tough play, and he loses it. It would have been a close play at first had Hayford fielded it cleanly. Regis comes around to score, and it's 1-0, the visiting St. Patrick Irish with an early lead here.
Batting fifth, first baseman, number 7, Seth Ambrose.
They will rule that an error. Charge to Matthew Hayford. But regardless, it's a 1-0 lead for the Irish. Seth Ambrose swings and a foul. A ground ball just down that third baseline. Foul by maybe 5 inches. Oh, to the count, 2 outs. Matt Ambrose, the runner at first. Seth Ambrose, his brother, at the plate. Seth fouls one off. Dom DeLuca, the designated hitter, on deck for St. Patrick. Here's the 0-2. And another foul. The mask of Matt Cosell taking a beating here in this first inning. Zemla sets. And delivers. Strike 3, the call. Second strikeout of the inning for Zemla. The St. Patrick Irish score 1 run on 1 hit, and they leave 1 runner. Heading to the bottom of the first inning, the Irish lead 1-0.
In that tournament program. Stopping Jay Rickard bats, check out the custom stuff that he's got.
A productive first inning for the St. Patrick Irish.
Get a barrel mug, which is made from the barrel of a baseball bat.
Jack Freegis
and
led the game off with a double,
also,
came around to score.
If you have any questions,
And here come the
anything
Rochester
here at
Roadrunners
Springfield at Riverside Park,
for their first at bat of
bright
this
yellow shirt
state
on,
tournament.
and they will answer your questions. Somebody with a bright yellow shirt, or
Zach Sawyer, the pitcher for
volunteer.
the
They've
St.
got,
Patrick
volunteer
Irish.
badges on. They can point you
Take
in
a
the
look
right direction as well.
at his
Thank you
stats
so
here
much for being
shortly.
here today, and we're looking forward to some great
In
baseball.
9 appearances,
Here we
Zach
go,
Sawyer
bottom
is
of first.
3-3.
Leading off for the Roadrunners, number 11, the right fielder, Aaron Stanek.
He's collected an ERA of 4.05. He struck out 39 hitters in 40 innings, so just about 1 strikeout per inning for Zach Sawyer. For Rochester, it's going to be Aaron Stanek leading off. The right fielder takes a pitch inside for ball 1. After Stanek, it's Matt Cosell. Hitting third will be Brian McCauley. Hitting cleanup is Taylor Field. Batting fifth is Jake Urke. Stanek fouls one off there. Dave Jensen will be the hitter in the 6th spot. Batting 7th is Parker Holmstrom. Batting 8th is Matthew Hayford. And batting 9th is Pat Leary. The designated hitter today for the Roadrunners is Parker Holmstrom. He's batting for the pitcher Tyler Zemla. It's Aaron Stanek facing a 1-2 count. Sawyer delivers. Did he go? He did not. 2-2 the count. The windup from Sawyer. And a crack of the bat. Stanek, let's see if he tries for 2. He'll take a big round at first base, but he'll hold up there. So St. Patrick started the game with a leadoff double, and the Roadrunners on base.
Batting second
with Stanek.
the catcher, number 13, Matt Cosell.
Starting things off here with a single, and Matt Cosell, the catcher, will bat next. In the field for St. Patrick, catching for Zach Sawyer will be Matt Ambrose. At first base, Seth Ambrose has a ground ball, a little 1-3 put out. Aaron Stanek will land at second base and a productive out for Cosell, moving that runner over.
Sacrifice bunt brings up number 2, the left fielder, Brian McCauley.
And after the sacrifice bunt, runners in scoring position now for Brian McCauley, the left fielder. So Matt Ambrose behind the plate. Seth Ambrose at first base. At second base will be Jordan Goracki. At third base is Ryan Fregis. And at shortstop today for St. Patrick is Jack Fregis. The Fregis brothers holding down the left side of the infield. First pitch in there for a strike to Brian McCauley. In the outfield for St. Patrick, it's Jace Westman in left, Kyle Rhodes in center, and Zack Andreas in right. 0-1 the count. That one fouled straight back. Make it 0-2. Manager Bernie Carlson told me Brian McCauley is the hottest hitter in the lineup right now for the Roadrunners. He swings and misses to start his day off with a K. And 2 down here. So after Aaron Stanek led off the inning with a single, it'll be all up to second baseman Taylor Field. Taylor Field swinging a red bat. And he misses that first pitch, 0-1. This is the third straight state appearance for the St. Patrick Irish, 2018, 2019, and 2020. It's their 16th state tournament appearance in team history. Their first coming back in 1982. As that 0-2 pitch is high and gets to the backstop. So Stanek will go from second to third. And we will rule that a pass ball. And not a wild pitch. That was right off the glove of catcher Matt Ambrose. Pitch from Sawyer. Low again, 2-2. Poked. Will it get through? No, it won't. Outstanding defensive play over at second base. Jordan Goracki prevents the run from scoring.
What a snag to end the inning.
So Rochester gets one hit and leaves him on base. It's 1-0 St. Patrick after one. Well, this is our second game of 4 from Riverside Park here in Springfield. The first game was between the Gaylord Islanders and the Sartell Muskies. And the Muskies came away with a 1-0 win, a pitcher's duel between Brody Rodning, a prospect in the Blue Jays organization, and David Dominski, who spent some time in the Twins organization. So just an outstanding pitching matchup. Dominski in 8 innings and 2/3. And he tallied 17 strikeouts.
Dom DeLuca.
Just a perfect game to start us out here today. And it looks like we have another good one here as the St. Patrick Irish will start the top half of the second with Dom DeLuca. Hitting from the 6th spot in the order and batting for the pitcher, Zach Sawyer. On deck is Ryan Fregis, and in the hole is Zack Andreas. Here's the 1-1. Off speed, and there for a strike. And the catcher, Matt Cosell, is going to look to the dugout for a different catcher's mitt. Always good to have a backup or two in there. 1-2 the count to Dom DeLuca. He's batting .300 this season. As we'll see a couple warm-up pitches. Make sure that catcher's mitt is in good shape for Matt Cosell. And we're ready to start again here. DeLuca with one extra base hit this season. It was a double. The 1-2. Ooh, curveball. Just high, 2-2. Fastball misses inside. And DeLuca has worked the count full. DeLuca's drawn 8 walks this season, struck out 7 times. The pitch is fouled back. Here's the 3-2. Inside. And once again, the Irish have their leadoff man aboard. First walk
brings up the third baseman, number 21,
of the afternoon for Tyler
Fregis.
Zemla. Ryan Fregis, the batter. He watches the first pitch go by low for ball 1. Zemla delivers a strike in there. Zemla known to give the Roadrunners about 6 or 7 innings per game. He's good at working deep into ball games, as here's a double play opportunity for Rochester. They get 1 and 2. 6, 4, 3 double play, and just like that, there's 2 away here.
Now batting, right fielder, number 33, Zack Andreas.
Zac Andres will bat now with 2 away. His team leading 1-0. St. Patrick, one of 4 bids out of Region 3C. And all 4 teams are still in there from Region 3. Union Hill beat Avon 13-7 last week. St. Patrick, of course, beat the Regal Eagles, and the Prior Lake Mudcats beat New Ulm 13-10 right here at Riverside Park on Sunday. That was a wild game. I was on the call on that one. And Prior Lake was down 10-2. In the 7th inning, there's a broken bat on the hop. Tough play, low throw, and a good scoop. The scoop shop is open over at first base. Dave Jensen makes the play. And the top half of the second is over.
For the Irish in the top of the second.
No hits and no runs for the Irish. They lead 1-0.
Nobody left on base. After
1-1. What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Now on 3 in the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
In the state tournament. Thank you.
Jake Erke will be the hitter for Rochester to start this bottom half of the second inning. Then it will be Dave Jensen and Parker Holmstrom, the designated hitter.
Leading off the bottom of the second for Rochester, third baseman, number 31, Jake Erke.
Well, the winner of this game between St. Patrick and Rochester will move on to face the winner of the game between Delano and Carver. Delano playing in their first game of the tournament right now. That game is streaming live on PrepSpotlight.tv over in Milroy, about 45 minutes away from us here in Springfield. It's Carver out of Region 9 and Delano out of Region 12. Again, you can open up a new tab and purchase that game as well. Do some scouting. The winners of both games will meet a week from today, next Saturday at noon in Milroy. Win this one, and you've made it to Labor Day weekend, which is always the goal. There's the 1-2, misses high. Count even as Zach Sawyer battles Jake Erke. The 2-2, misses. Here's the 3-2 pitch, outside, and a walk. So these two teams have just matched each other so far.
First baseman, number 19, Dave
The Irish
Jensen.
led off the first with a hit, and so did the Roadrunners. The Irish led off the second with a walk, and Erke was able to do it for Rochester. Let's see if the Roadrunners can get this run across home plate. Third baseman Ryan Fregis playing in, but Jensen does not show bunt. Count reads 0-1. Zach Sawyer to Dave Jensen. And Jensen watches a fastball hit the strike zone. He's behind 0-2. And that fastball not in there. Count moves to 1-2. These Roadrunners started the season 2-0. And they lost their next 3 games. They lost to Owatonna, Wanamingo, and Winona. That ball is fouled. Hit off the bat of Jensen twice, I believe. Bounced. And came up and hit his bat again. So 1-2 the count. But ever since those 3 straight losses, Rochester has rattled off 9 straight victories. Coming into this game red hot. And a big part of that has been Dave Jensen's bat, which manager Bernie Carlson was talking to me about earlier this week. So that whenever they needed a big hit, Dave Jensen, first baseman, usually came through. And he might come through here again, softly hitting the right field. This will bounce. Urquhart to second base. And the Roadrunners have 2 aboard here in the bottom half of the second inning. RBI opportunity for designated hitter Parker Holmstrom.
He's up number 12, the designated hitter, Parker Holmstrom.
Just a nice poke, some opposite field hitting by the veteran Dave Jensen. With nobody out and 2 runners on, the Irish watching for that bunt. Holmstrom did not show on the first pitch. It's 1-0. He does show here. Pops it up. Foul. Not a play for catcher Matt Ambrose. Already 1 sacrifice bunt for Rochester today. That was Matt Cosell in the first inning. Got Aaron Stanek over to second base, but Stanek did not come around and score. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Away. Two and 1 the count. Sawyer to Holmstrom. 2-1 is fouled back. Make it 2-2. Holmstrom starting today's ballgame as a designated hitter, but he also comes in to pitch as a reliever for the Roadrunners. We might see him later in this ballgame. And he swings and misses at that one. Second strikeout of the day for Zach Sawyer. And there's 1 out here, a big out.
Brings up the shortstop. Number
For
14,
Sawyer and the St. Patrick Irish.
Hayford.
Here's Matthew Hayford's first plate appearance. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. Hayford, a freshman at St. John's University up in Collegeville. He's playing for the Johnnies this spring before the season was shut down. Here he is at the state town ball tournament There's a throw down to first, checking on the runner, Jensen. Matt Ambrose making sure no one's falling asleep on those base paths. Here's the 1-1. That ball gets by Ambrose. And a free pass to third for Urke. Jensen to second. So 2 ducks on that pond for Matthew Hayford. With a 2-1 count, 1 away. Sawyer working out of the stretch. Pitch is corked to right center field and shallow diving attempt. No, run will come home and score. That's Urke. And Hayford delivers with an RBI single. It's 1-1. Rochester ties it up.
Center fielder, number 57, Pat Leary.
So the third hit of the ballgame for the Roadrunners, second this inning. Sawyer tosses something back to the dugout, maybe a wristband. Can't tell from up here. Jensen at second, Hayford at first, and a line shot foul off the fence in foul territory over by first base. Here's the 0-1. Sawyer delivers a breaking ball. Misses the bat of Leary. And it's 0-2. Leary swings and gets a piece of it. On deck for the Roadrunners, Aaron Stanek in the top of this Rochester order. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Pickoff attempt at second. He gets back in time. The shortstop, Jack Fregis, sneaking up behind the base runner, Jensen. That pickoff at second play always takes so much coordination and so much timing. You're working out of the stretch. It's a foul back. But usually there's a count. If the play is called ahead of time, there's a count going in the pitcher's head as well as the shortstop. After he sets 1, 2, then break to the bag. Try to catch him sleeping at second. There's a ground ball to third. Trying to get 2 are the Irish. They'll get 1 at second. Runner is caught in a pickle now. Throw to the plate is in time, and an unconventional double play. The St. Patrick Irish get out of a jam. Dave Jensen caught too far off the bag. A heads-up play by the Irish defense. The Roadrunners collect 2 hits that inning and a walk. They score 1 thanks to Matthew Hayford's RBI single. It's 1-1 after 2 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We are ready to begin the
Leading
third
off the
inning
top of the third for the Irish.
in
Left
this
fielder,
second round
number
matchup.
8, Jace Westman.
Class C state tournament, St. Patrick Irish and the Rochester Roadrunners all knotted up at 1. 3 hits for the Roadrunners, 1 hit for the Irish. And a bunt attempt by Jace Westman, the left fielder. His first plate appearance of the ball game. And the count moves to 0-1. The pitch grounded to shortstop. 3 hops. The throw to first in time. Got him. Hayford to Jensen. And there's 1 away in the third inning.
Shortstop, number 11, Jack Bridges.
Matthew Hayford's been busy over there at shortstop. Turned to 6-4-3 double play and then ended the second inning with a 6-3 putout. Starts the third with another one. First pitch, Jack Bridges. Good play at second, but it won't be enough. Taylor Field able to knock it down. But that will definitely be ruled a hit for Jack Bridges, and he's 2 for 2.
Base hit brings up number 1, the second baseman, Jordan Goracki.
Here's Jordan Goracki, the son of manager Brent Goracki. Jordan hitting .385 this season. It's a team high batting average. And he pops one deep to left. Will this be over? Yes, it'll be over the head of the left fielder, McCauley. Around third comes Bridges. He's being waved around. The throw to the plate is high. And now a throw down to second's high. Goracki's going to end up at third. It'll be ruled an RBI double. And advancing on the error is Goracki. And it's 2-1 St. Patrick.
Center fielder, number 2, Kyle Rhodes.
So Goracki is able to land that pitch just over the glove of the left fielder, Brian McCauley. And then the throw from the cutoff man sailed over the head of the catcher. And Zemla took it and fired it way over the second baseman's head. So Goracki ends up at third base. 1-0 the count to Kyle Rhodes, the center fielder. Swings and hits a ground ball to short, knocked down. Still plenty of time for Hayford. Did he get him? No, he didn't. And that will be an error, I believe, on Hayford. And officially it is an error. So Rhodes
Number 10, the catcher, Matt Ambrose.
reaches. Second error charge to Ambrose today. And third of the game to the Roadrunners. So they are a bit sloppy on back-to-back plays. Rhodes at first, Goracki at third, and Matt Ambrose swings at the first pitch. He sees, lines it into left field, and St. Patrick extends their lead 3-1.
Solid single brings up the first baseman, number 7, Seth Ambrose.
Seth Ambrose digs in. This inning started with a ground out to short, but since then, Jack Bridges single. Jordan Goracki doubled. Kyle Rhodes reached on an error, and Matt Ambrose with that RBI single. Make it 3-1 in favor of the Irish out of Region 3. Set and the pitch in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher Cosell. And the count is 1-0. Zemla to Seth Ambrose. Fastball in there for a strike. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt. Taking off for third base and getting there is Kyle Rhodes. Some heads-up base running. It's all about that secondary lead out there as Zemla is going to get a visit from his manager, Bernie Carlson. Let's see if Rochester, well, they're probably just talking about a first and third situation here with one out. And here comes the ump to break it up. So do I have to mark that as a mound visit like in Major League Baseball? I don't think they have any rules here in Town Ball. It's a funny stat to keep track of in MLB. I don't think I've ever watched a game where a team wants to visit a mound and can't because they're out of mound visits. Kind of a silly rule implemented by Commissioner Rob Manfred, but that's conversations for a whole nother podcast. Right here it's 3-1. And this one is hit hard by Seth Ambrose, deep to left field. Making a nice grab over there is McCauley. That's going to be well deep enough to score Rhodes from third base. So St. Patrick adds to their lead. And a sac fly and an RBI for Seth Ambrose. There's two away.
Sacrifice fly brings up the designated hitter, number 24, Don DeLuca.
Seth Ambrose gets a big round of high fives from his teammates. Coming back into the dugout, as he should. Don DeLuca, the hitter. He walked in his first at bat, and nice play at third base to end the inning. Jake Urke goes to his left and makes a diving grab to stop the St. Patrick rally. But the Irish score 3 runs. The first 3 hitters in their order come around the tag home plate, and the Irish lead 4-1 headed into the bottom of the third inning. We're so happy to bring you these games on PrepSpotlight.tv as we have for the past couple of weeks. Let's take a look back at some of the highlights from the Class A and B tournaments.
They haven't been easy to come by. Here's a high fly into left field, way back and gone. Brown takes his lead at first, the 2-2. Lifted in the air, shortstop. Arnold backtracking, he's got it. And the Chanhassen Redbirds hold on.
Bain pauses. This one hit in the air. Shallow right field coming on, it falls! It falls! And Elko wins it 7-6.
9-6 Millers here in the ninth.
Pushing pitches, swung on, off the end of the bat, towards second base. Hansen has it, tags the runner, goes to first, and the Millers are state champions! As Jeff Miller grounds into a double play.
Well, congratulations to the Minnetonka Millers for winning another state championship. They did so on last Sunday night in the Class A tournament. You can watch that game on demand on PrepSpotlight.tv, as you can with all the other games in the 3 tournaments, Class A, B, and C.
Leading off the
It's
bottom
been a
of
lot
the
of fun
third,
bringing you the action.
number 11,
And we've got a
right
long
fielder,
ways to
Aaron
go,
Stanek.
as this weekend opened up with 32 teams remaining in Class C. We'll get down to 16 for Labor Day weekend. Leading off the inning will be Aaron Stanek for Rochester. And he swings at the second pitch he sees to make the count 0-2. Stanek singled back in the first inning. Reached third base, did not come around and score. Grounds to shortstop, fielded cleanly. Freegis over to Ambrose for the out, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, number 13, Matt Cosell.
The catcher, Matt Cosell, laid down a sacrifice bunt in the first, so he'll get a chance to swing away here in the third inning with nobody aboard and 1 out. Pitch, foul back. And the windup from Sawyer. Another foul. St. Patrick was the number 2 seed of Region 3 for the second straight year. There's 2 away now. Cosell goes down on strikes.
Now batting, number 2, the left fielder, Brian McCauley.
McCauley steps in from the left side of the plate and swings and grounds to second. And he's out on a 4-3 putout. So a quick inning for St. Patrick as they send down the Roadrunners 1, 2, 3, and we go to the 4th. 4-1, St. Patrick Irish holding on to a 3-run lead.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 in the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
We move to the 4th inning, and we have a score update over at the game in Milroy, thanks to Andy Price.
Number 21,
keeping an eye on things on our site on prepspotlight.tv. Carver holds a 1-0 lead over Delano. That game is in the bottom of the 4th inning. The winner of this game between St. Patrick and Rochester will meet the winner of that game. Regis sends this one deep into the gap in right center field. This one lands. Regis will scoot around to second for a leadoff double. That one was hit high and deep to right center field.
Leadoff double.
So both Jack
right
Regis
fielder,
and Ryan Regis
Zack Andreas,
with leadoff doubles to their name early on in this game. And Zac Andreas in the 8th spot of this order, the batter. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to shortstop. Back in the 2nd inning. Zembla throws it in there for ball 1. That Regis double at a smaller park. That had a chance to go out, but not here in Springfield. As Regis is going to take off for 3rd, heads up, base running. Ryan Regis dives head first into the bag. And right when that pitch hit the dirt, Regis was off running. So hit to the outfield. That's all that Zack Andreas has to do here. Score Regis on a tag. Right side of the infield comes in to protect the run. And this one's hit hard to first base. Perfectly played. Dave Jensen with the backhand over there to retire Andreas.
Brings up the left fielder, number 8, Jace Westman.
And the 9-hitter, Jace Westman. Where's number 8? Starting the game in left field today. Zembla sets and misses on the first offering. And Westman's going to talk with the 3rd base coach. And we'll use the time to take a quick peek at that Region 3C bracket. St. Patrick was the 1 seed in Region 3. They beat Shakopee 6-0. And they beat Union Hill 10-0. And in the championship game of Region 3, trying to earn that bye, they lost to New Prague 3-1. So the 1-0 is in there. Fastball for a strike. New Prague out of Region 3. They will face Foley on Sunday, tomorrow, in Milroy to get their state tournament run started. Here's the 1-run. Runner takes off, bounce in the dirt, and coming around and scoring is Regis. So Westman tried to lay down the squeeze bunt, and Regis just took off running as soon as Zembla lifted his foot, and Zembla rushed the pitch. It ended up in the dirt. And it's 5-1, St. Patrick. The Irish just able to produce runs. And a swing and a miss at a 2-1 pitch. It's 2-2 to Westman. Did he hold? He did not. Strikeout. That's 2 down.
Shortstop, number 11, Jack Andreas.
So officially, the Ryan Freegis stole home. That's what that was. And here's his brother, Jack Freegis. That's the first pitch go by. Curveball in for a strike. I don't know if any of you saw that goofy play by the Marlins a couple days ago. Miami Marlins, John Birdie came in and stole home plate. He kind of tripped and fell and bear crawled his way to home. It was last week. Pretty funny moment. Freegis, his stolen base. Looked a little smoother than that. And his brother Jack swings away. It's 1-2. The Freegis brothers, one of 2 sets of brothers on the team. Freegis Bros and the Ambrose Bros. Here's the 1-2. Popped up, shallow left center field. And the shortstop, Hayford's going to call for it, and our inning will end. St. Patrick, Ryan Freegis led off the inning with a double and came around and scored. St. Patrick leads 5-1. Headed into the bottom of the 4th inning.
And nobody left on base.
Be sure to visit townballmn.com and revisit the 2019 Emmy Award nominated series Town Ball Uniquely Minnesota, an 8-part series that looks at the very essence of the Minnesota amateur baseball scene. Log on to townballmn.com to download your favorite episode or the entire series. And the Minnesota Baseball Association is proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MINNBaseball.
Off the bottom of the 4th, second baseman, number 30, Taylor Field.
In the cleanup spot, Taylor Field, the second baseman. We'll lead off here, Zach Sawyer. And swinging the first pitch, hitting into the gap. And what a grab in center field! Kyle Rhodes, are you kidding me? The speed of Rhodes. Able to nab that one off the battlefield. And one away.
Next up, third baseman, number 31, Jake Urkey.
Wow. He's got the stirrup socks out in center field. Kyle Rhodes. He almost looked faster with those stirrup socks on. Whew. What a catch. The 1-0 pitch is fouled by Jake Urkey. St. Patrick is flashing the leather out there.
Your way, Zach.
The 1-1 poke to right. Tough play. This one will cut away from the right fielder, Andres. Around first goes Urkey, and he'll stand up at second with a 1-out double.
Brings up the first baseman.
So Zach Sawyer.
Number 19, Dave Jensen.
Could have been in a heap of trouble there. And his center fielder, Kyle Rhodes, caught that first big fly ball. Here's Dave Jensen, the first baseman. On deck is Parker Holmstrom. Jensen lifts one on the right side of the infield, and it's handled by Seth Ambrose. And 2 outs.
The designated hitter, number 12, Parker Holmstrom.
Holmstrom comes up with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Urke over at second. Holmstrom played at Winona State. A lot of Division II athletes in this ball game today, current or former. Lots of talent. So we get down to 32 teams, Class C here. A 1-pitch foul back to make it 0-2. Sawyer out of the stretch. The 0-2 pitch is fouled again. The Roadrunners looking to pick up their first win in the state tournament in team history. Their first appearance came back in 2017, and they lost in the first round. Fly ball center field. And Field puts that one away. So 2 grabs by Field, 1 incredible catch by Taylor Field. And the inning is over. Roadrunners get 1 hit and no runs. They trail 5-1 heading into the 5th inning.
Heading to the 5th.
And earlier in the ball game, we looked at highlights from Class A and Class B. Let's take a peek at some highlights from last week in Class C.
Driven to the gap in left center field. This one lands. They throw to the plate. It's not in time. This is 4 and a walk. Runner going Byer. And the pitch gets away. Byer coming home. There won't be a play. And Foley wins the game.
Sorensen delivers. It's hit hard to right. And that is going to be over his head. Delivers an RBI double. 0-2 pitch. Inside corner, strike 3. And that ends the game. He gets him on a called 3rd strike. He had 2 called 3rd strikes in the inning.
Ground ball up the middle. Great stop by the second baseman. Firing to first and got him. But guess what? The Prior League Mudcats have just taken the lead.
Pitch. Hit a long way. Deep, looking back, and it is gone. And Zack Andreas has opened this game up with a 3-run home run.
Off the top of the 5th for the Irish, number 1, the second baseman, Jordan Goracki.
start the top half of the 5th inning. Jordan Goracki, the second baseman, finds himself down 0-2. Pitching change for the Rochester Roadrunners. Alex Ferguson, the right-hander out there. So Zemla for Rochester finishes his day after allowing 5 runs on 5 hits. Zemla added 3 strikeouts to his day. It's a deep staff for Rochester, led by Zemla. Ferguson's got some good velocity with that fastball, and you see it there as he strikes out his first hitter he faces, and one away here in the top of the 5th.
Center fielder, number 2, Kyle Rhodes.
There's Kyle Rhodes, who reached on an error in the 3rd inning and came around to score. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Ferguson's got a good fastball, also throws curveball and changeup. He works out of the windup. And ahead once again, 0-2. On deck for the Irish, Matt Ambrose. And a second strikeout for Ferguson. So his afternoon starting out well.
Catcher, number 10, Matt Ambrose.
Matt Ambrose digs in. He is 1 for 2 on the day, reached on an error in the 1st inning. Got an RBI single in the 3rd. He watches a pitch go by for ball 1. Crack. A base hit. Get 2 for 3 for Ambrose. And that'll bring up his brother Seth.
Two-out single brings up the first baseman, number 7, Seth Ambrose.
Both of the Ambrose brothers played Division I hockey. Matt, who just singled there, played at Nebraska Omaha. And Seth played with the Minnesota Gophers from 2011 to 2015. He sends a line drive into right field, and that will do it. 1 hit for the St. Patrick Irish, but no runs as Ferguson comes in relief of Zemla. Heading to the bottom of the 5th, 5-1 Irish on top.
No runs.
the lineup with
Leading
Eric
off the bottom
Stanek
of the fifth
and
for
Matt
Rochester,
Cosell waiting for their turn to
shortstop,
hit.
Number 14, Matthew Hayford.
And Hayford, the St. John's student, plays some baseball up there in Collegeville. He's really given the Roadrunners some stability at shortstop. He singles into left field, and a good start for the Roadrunners. Manager Bernie Carlson was telling me his Rochester club was going back and forth and using a lot of guys at shortstop, but Hayford, the youngster, came in and just took over. Played some good defense. He does have a couple errors today, so it hasn't been his strongest defensive day, but Hayford's 2 for 2. Some production at the bottom of the lineup.
Center fielder, number 57, Pat Leary.
In his first at bat, Leary grounded out into that unconventional double play, a 5-4-2. As Dave Jensen was cut off at home plate, and again was in the second inning. Stopped the rally. The Roadrunners picked up their only run of the ball game in the second. Plenty of time left, of course, for Rochester to get something going. Looks like they have something started here as the count moves to 1-2. Zach Sawyer working out of the stretch. And a ground ball up the middle. This could be 2, and it goes off the hands of shortstop Fregis. Runners will hold. That'll be the first error of the ball game for St. Patrick. And the Roadrunners could use the break. Now they've got 2 on
Right fielder,
and nobody out.
Number 11, Aaron Stanek.
So with 2 on and no out, let's see if Bernie Carlson wants his leadoff hitter to bat, to swing away or to bunt. Big decision. Down by a few here, and they will let him swing away. Lifts it into shallow center field. Right at field. And Taylor Field puts it away. One away.
Catcher, number 13, Matt Cosell.
Matt Cosell, the catcher, comes in for his 3rd plate appearance. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in the first, and he struck out the 3rd. So for 2. Swings to the first pitch. 0-1. Brian McCauley on deck for the Roadrunners. Cosell, one of many Rochester players with Minnesota State Mankato roots. Went there in college. Didn't play for the Mavericks, but played for their club team in Mankato. Leary at first, Hayford at second, 1 out. And a pickoff. Getting back in time is Leary. Ambrose to Ambrose connection there. Two to 1 the count, 1 out. Foul back, 2-2. Tire sets. The 2-2. Ripped into right to the shortstop. And a double play. They double up Hayford at second base. So Jack Fregis makes an error earlier in the inning, makes up for it there. And St. Patrick leads 5-1 heading into the 6th inning.
One left on base. Head to the 6th. Irish 5.
Well, thanks for joining us here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We're back in Springfield. I am Tom Dierberger on the call today. Working the camera is my buddy Alex. This is the second of 4 games from Springfield. Start out the 6th inning. Alex Ferguson back on the mound for his 2nd inning of work. We got a score update in that Carver-Delano game. 1-1. We're tied in the top of the 6th. The Carver Sox had a 1-0 lead earlier in the game, but Delano came back to knock things up at 1. So, of course, you can purchase that game now and watch it live. Open up a new tab. And just take in as much baseball as you can. On just a beautiful Saturday afternoon. That's what we're trying to do up here.
Dom DeLuca.
Dom DeLuca will lead off the 6th. DeLuca walked in the 2nd inning. He grounds to 2nd here, fielded cleanly, and put away on 1 pitch. Here's Ryan Fregis.
Brings up the 3rd baseman, number 21, Ryan Fregis.
Ryan Fregis, 1 of 2 today. Batting .297 on the season, 14 RBI, 7 doubles, and make it 8, counting that double back in the 4th. Ferguson works quickly, and a drop 3rd strike. No problem for the Roadrunners, and 2 away.
Right fielder, number 33, Zack Andreas.
Zack Andreas. His turn to play, watches one go wide. Batting just .176 on the season. He's Andres. He's got 6 hits. Check that, 3 hits and 17 at-bats, so low sample size. It's the case for a lot of these players. Most teams only were able to get in maybe 10 or 15 games before the postseason started, if that. Here's the 2-1. In there for a strike. Alex Ferguson in relief. He's retired 5 of the 6 batters he's faced so far. And he cruises through a 1-2-3 6th inning. So to the bottom of the 6th we go.
For the Irish in the top of the 6th. Heading to the bottom of the 6th.
And we'll keep it right here on
St. Patrick
PrepSpotlight.tv.
5, Rochester 1. Hey fans, thank you for patronizing our concession stand and the merchandise tent. We appreciate that. Also,
well, fans, last summer's Emmy-nominated documentary Town Ball Uniquely Minnesota is now available on Amazon Prime. Watch all 8 episodes and learn about the more than 100-year history of amateur baseball in Minnesota. Again, Town Ball Uniquely Minnesota. You can catch that on Amazon Prime.
Thank you, everyone, for picking up after yourself. And thanks for
the Minnesota Baseball Association is proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MINNBaseball. The next game here at Riverside Park will be the Maple Lake Lakers and the Bemidji Blue Ox. Maple Lake out of Region 12. Bemidji coming off the bye, winners of Region 10. And then 8 p.m. it'll be the Watertown Red Devils and the Santee Redbirds under the lights. Should be a fun one as well. The 3-hitter for the Roadrunners, Brian McCauley. Start Rochester off. Rochester was able to get their first 2 hitters on base in the 5th, but couldn't bring either of them home. Roadrunners do have 5 hits in the ballgame, just not able to string them together or come up with a hit with runners in scoring position yet. Matthew Hayford, the shortstop, had the RBI single back in the 2nd to score Jake Erke. And that's all for the scoring so far for the Roadrunners. Here's the 1-2. Good look. McCauley works it even at 2-2. And he hits one into right field. He's going to round first and think about second. But hold up there. McCauley's aboard.
Leadoff single brings up the second baseman, number 30, Taylor Field.
So the Roadrunners, they've been able to get their lead man on 5 of 6 innings today. But again, just not able to come up with a timely hit yet. There's still plenty of time. It's Taylor Field, the cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 2 today. He hammered a fly ball out to center field. Jace Westman was there for the Irish to make the catch. Oh, 2 misses to make it 1-2. Hit out to right field. If it stays fair, it's in trouble, and it's foul. By maybe 2 feet. Roadrunners needed that one. McCauley, if that one was fair, McCauley probably would have came around to score. Taylor Field, he can knock that ball around. He had a 10 RBI game earlier this year on July 17th against Winona. 10 RBIs in one game. He had 2 homers in his first 2 at-bats and went 4 for 4 with a bases-loaded walk. That bases-loaded walk was good for his 10th RBI of the day. But you don't hear too many of those games. 10 RBI. He lifts one into left center field, and it's caught. Field got a bit too under it, and there's one away.
Zack, your way.
Third baseman, number 31, Jake Urke.
Here's Jake Urke, the third baseman. Watches the first pitch go by. His last at bat, Urke launched to double the right center field. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. As the count moves to 1-1. Calling the base runner at first. Takes a big secondary lead, but stays put. And this one is fouled. It's the top of the dugout. On the first base side, that's the Roadrunners dugout. And it's the home team here today. And here's a 1-2 to Urke. Watches it go by. Ambrose keeping an eye on McCauley at first base. He's got to be careful with the absolute cannon that Matt Ambrose has behind the dish. 2-2, fouled again. Ooh. I think it was off screen, but a nice barehanded play by the first base coach. We'll put that one down in the scorebook. And it's 2-2. Jake Urke making Sawyer work here in his 6th inning on the rubber. In the dirt, Ambrose, beautiful job keeping it in front of him. That is David Dahlstrom at coaching first base over there. Here's the 3-2. Line to center. It should drop, and it does. McCauley to second. Urke is on first with a single. And once again, the Roadrunners have something cooking
Brings up
here.
number 19, first baseman Dave Jensen.
They've had 2 runners reach third base. Stanek in the first inning, and Urke came around to score. Well, 3 runners, I should say. Dave Jensen also reached third, but he was cut off at home. Double play as Dave Jensen swings and misses. It's 0-1. It'll be Dave Jensen and Parker Holmstrom for the Roadrunners. Just one away here in the 6th. Couple swings of the bat. And Rochester is right back in this thing. Ground ball, left side of the infield, tagging third base. Did he get him at first? A double play again. Outstanding defense by the Irish, bails him out. And after 6 innings, St. Patrick 5, Rochester 1. Getting ready to start the 7th inning, and we've talked a lot about the Roadrunners just not able to convert in the big situations with runners in scoring position. But how about St. Patrick's defense? They've turned 3 double plays in 6 innings out in the field, and all 3 of those double plays ended a Roadrunners threat. They had a 5-4-2 double play in the 2nd inning, and then Matt Cosell lined out to the shortstop, Jack Friges, who doubled up the base runner in the 5th, and then that 5-3 double play to end the 6th. I mean, the St. Patrick Irish just thriving on the mound, thriving at the plate, and in the field as well. They lead 5-1. Jace Westman, the left fielder. One on the count. Ferguson gets him to swing again. And here's the 1-2 breaking ball. Just misses the corner. Set for the 2-2. So you can hear the train in the distance. Westman's hit by the pitch, and he will land on first base. So the first mistake by the reliever Ferguson. And here comes the top of the dangerous Irish order, Jack Friges.
Shortstop, number 11, Jack Friges.
Last season for Minnesota State Mankato, Friges hit .353 with 3 doubles, 9 runs scored, and 2 RBI. Solid player. Starting this game at shortstop. And we'll get another meeting on the mound. Ferguson chatting with manager Bernie Carlson. So Carlson, the manager, founded the team in 1999, and I asked him how he came up with the name the Rochester Roadrunners, because it just flows off the tongue. And he said, you know what, I just love the alliteration of it. He picked the name himself and loved the old cartoon, the Roadrunner. And he went with it in 1999, and it stuck around. First pitch to Jack Friges. Misses for ball 1. Fregis swinging hot bat. He's 2 for 3. Had a double. And he shows bunt. He had a double back in the first inning. Came around to score. Singled in the third and scored as well. And he's sitting pretty here, 2-0. Holds off. And a big pitch here for Alex Ferguson. And a 4-pitch walk. So St. Patrick with a big opportunity this top half of the 7th. Jack Fregis on first. Westman moves to second.
Number 1, Jordan Goracki.
And Jordan Goracki, the coach's kid, in to hit. Goracki played 4 years at Northern State. And he went to grad school at Mankato and helped out the coaching staff there. There's a strike. That had to feel good for Ferguson, who missed the strike zone on 5 straight pitches. It's 1-1, nobody out, runners at first and second. Ferguson misses again. Cosell able to keep it in front of him. Two and 1 the count. Fouled. Well out of play. Right over the concession stand. Right field side. Had a hot dog and some fries after the first game. And I'm already thinking what I'm going to have after this one. Important decisions. 2-2. Ooh, breaking ball. Missed the strike zone. That looked dangerous. So the count is full. A big pitch here from Ferguson to Goracki. A payoff pitch. Fouled on the first base side. Might have been ball 4. It looked a little outside. But Goracki not taking any chances with 2 strikes. And another pitch fouled. Goracki's double today was his 6th of the season. He leads the team with a .385 batting average. Scored 10 runs and has knocked in 9. As Ferguson steps off, he'll take a breather. Roadrunners need a ground ball. And they'll get one. 2-hop to short. Throwing to first, low throw, and he's not. It's not in time. Goracki hustles down and beats it. And the ball wasn't bobbled or anything. It appeared that Hayford was a bit indecisive on whether he wanted to flip to second.
Number 2, Kyle Rhodes.
Or just take the 1 out. And with the bases loaded, here's Kyle Rhodes. center fielder with the stirrup socks. He made a incredible catch in center field back in the 4th inning. And that could have it has had a big influence on today's ballgame. Here's a 2-0. Ferguson. Behind 3-0 now. Might be smart just to put the red light on here. And he does. Bases loaded walk. That'll bring in another run. Westman will score from third. He's the one who got this inning started. And so 6-1. St. Pat's. And a meeting on the mound. I'm guessing we'll get a pitching change here. So let's take a look at a few more highlights here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Got this pitch, lifted in the air to center. In with the stutter step is Earlbeck. Now still tracking. He falls to the ground and makes the catch. Staggering in the twilight, Earlbeck with a nice play to stay with that ball for out number 2. Hoping to convert. 1-2 up the middle. Here's the shortstop, Eichen, and it gets through him. Scoring from third is Berg, and the Bulldogs take the game's first lead. It's 1-0 in the 6th inning. Pistonka's delivery. Line drive base hit through the hole to left. Up with it is Salford. He throws home. Here comes Lee to the plate. He is out at the plate. Salford came up firing. Bulldogs tried to press their luck. They get one, but no more here in the 6th. The pitch lifted in the air, down the right field line, hit deep. Becky is going back. He cannot make the play. One hopping off the wall. Rounding first on his way to second is Pack. He slides in, safe with a double. Slid in a little early and almost came up short of the base. But it is a 2-bagger. And Lamberton has a 2-out rally. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Pistonka goes down looking. 6 strikeouts through 6 scoreless innings for Conrad Mossberg. And we head to the 7th here in Springfield. It's still 1-0 Bulldogs. You're watching the pitch to Earlbeck. Line drive into left field. We've got a tie ball game. Altermat scores. Past the drawn in infield. Earlbeck delivers. It's 1-1 in the 9th. Kreuzian pounds it off the plate. High chopper. It's gonna fall. Scoring from third is Lee. And the Bulldogs take a 2-1 lead in the 10th.
We got a pitching replacement. A new pitcher on the mound for Rochester. It'll be Tyler Schmitz, the draftee from Stewartville Racine. And he's ahead on cleanup hitter Matt Ambrose. 0-2. There's nobody out, and the bases are loaded. The 0-2 misses. 1-2. Schmidt's one of 3 draftees. There's a base hit up the middle. Free just comes in from third base, and Goracki will hold up at third. And with no outs, why take a chance and send him? How about Matt Ambrose today? 3 hits, all singles, and 2 RBI. And it's 7-1.
Pitch running at first base, number 18,
Irish.
Kevin Pexa. Now batting, number 7, first baseman, Seth Ambrose.
Seth Ambrose steps in for the Irish. Still bases loaded, still nobody out. Tyler Schmitz trying to clean up the mess here for Rochester. Seth Ambrose could really break this game open. There's a ball that gets behind the catcher. Another run will score. And it's 8-1. Heads up base running by Goracki. And the other two runners move up. Rhodes goes to third, Ambrose to second. See if his brother Seth can hit him in. 8-1 the score. Schmidt sets and fires a strike to make it 1-1. A pitch well outside. Count stands at 2-1. This game was tied 1-1 after 2 innings. St. Patrick scored 3 runs in the third, another run in the fourth. There's a ground ball to second. And they'll just get the force at first base. Runners hold. But an important out for the Roadrunners defense.
Number 24, the designated hitter, Dom DeLuca.
Dom DeLuca, the DH. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Lined out to the third baseman. Jake Urke back in the third inning. Great diving stop by Urke. On 1 the count, 1 out. Popped up, right field. Should be deep enough to score the runner on third. It's Rhodes. The throw comes in, it's cut off. Rhodes slides in safely. And it's 9-1 St. Patrick.
Sacrifice fly brings up the third baseman, number 21, Ryan Fregis.
Here's Ryan Fregis. He will be the 8th batter of this 7th inning for St. Patrick. With 2 outs, takes a pitch inside. So after Matt Ambrose singled, Tyler Schmitz able to retire the last 2 batters, but he won't get Ryan Fregis as he lands on first. The hit by pitch.
Right fielder, number 33, Zack Andreas.
Lots of St. Patrick Irish fans out here in the stands in front of us. First pitch to Andres, misses for a ball. Schmitz to Andres. In there for a strike, 1-1. St. Patrick isn't a city, but it's a hamlet between Prior Lake and New Prague. It's got a church, a bar, a baseball field, and a few homes. Population of about 12. Two on the count. St. Patrick's got some sharp jerseys. Got the cursive script over their chest. White pants, green socks, green helmets. Two outs, 2-2 count, and 2 runners on. Big pitch for Smits, and he gets him swinging. Andrus goes down on strikes, but the Irish push across 4 runs in the top of the 7th, and they extend their lead 9-1 over the Roadrunners.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 in the butter. Good! It's good! DuBois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th.
It's the 7th inning stretch.
Number 22.
We're at Riverside Park in Springfield, Minnesota. A beautiful day for baseball. The bottom half of the 7th inning will be led off. We'll see a new member of the Roadrunners, Adam Peterson, the hitter, batting in the 7th spot. Parker Holmstrom started the game in the 7th spot as the DH.
Hey, wrong sheet. Wrong number 22. Now batting, number 22, Adam Peterson.
1-1 is Zach Sawyer still out there for St. Patrick. He's pitched one heck of a ball game. Allowed just 1 run on 7 hits. Struck out 3 batters and just walked 1. And just throwing strikes and letting the defense do the work. There's strikeout number 4. Peterson swings and misses, and there's 1 away in the 7th. Matthew Hayford, the batter. And Pat Leary, the 9-hitter on deck.
Number 14, Matthew Hayford.
Hayford's had a nice day at the plate. 2 for 2 with an RBI. The only Roadrunners run of this ball game is off the bat of Hayford back in the 2nd. Here's the 0-1. In there for strike 2. As I said a couple innings ago, the Irish have turned 3 double plays. Good eye by Hayford there. The Roadrunners have gone down 1-2-3 just 1 time. So they've had some rallies. Just great St. Patrick defense has prevented them from stringing much together. 2-2, Sawyer to Hayford. Chopped. And this one will be touched in foul territory. Ryan Fregis over at third base, holding down the hot corner today for the Irish. 2-2 the count. Did he hold? He did. So Hayford with one out works the count full. Roadrunners need a base runner. And it's in there. Hayford tosses the bat, so he's been on base all 3 plate appearances. Good performance for the Johnny.
Number 57, Pat Leary.
Center fielder Pat Leary steps in the box now for Rochester. Swings and fouls the first pitch. He reached base back in the 5th on an error by the shortstop, Jack Fregis. Manager Bernie Carlson called Leary the best defender on the team. Talked a lot about his range out there in center field. The 0-2 pitch, fouled off. Rochester does have another town ball team, the Rochester Royals. They've been around for probably over 80 years now. They compete in Class B though, so the Roadrunners, the only Class C team from Rochester. One and two the count. And 2-2. Sawyer misses on the fastball. Pitch, swing and a miss. Strikes him out, almost doubles Hayford up at first. But second strikeout of the inning for Sawyer. And there's two away.
Back to the top of the order, right fielder, number 11, Aaron Stanek.
How impressive has Zach Sawyer been? The second pitcher, number 2 pitcher in this starting rotation for St. Patrick as the inning will end. Sawyer looking like a number 1 starting pitcher. After 7, moving to the 8th. 9-1 the score. Irish on top. We're back at Springfield for the second round matchup between Rochester and St. Patrick.
Woodson.
We'll see a new Irishman, Blake Woodson, batting in the 9th spot, taking over for Jace Westman. Westman went 0 for 2. take over in left field. Woodson chops one to first base, and it's fielded cleanly by Jensen over there. The runners throw it around. 1 out to start the top of the 8th. And here comes the top of the order for the St. Patrick Irish.
Jack Regis.
Regis 2 for 2. Excuse me, 2 for 3 on the day with a walk. Tyler Schmitz, the draftee from Stewartville Racine. A fine job filling in. They're coming in the 7th to a mess with the bases loaded. Limited damage for the most part. Just gave up 1 hit and hit a batter, but was able to get out of the inning. Struck out Zack Andreas to end the threat. Two and 1. Make it 3-1. Well, the Minnesota Baseball Association is proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MINN Baseball. Regis aboard with a walk, and here is
now batting, number 14,
a new hitter
Simon
for the St. Patrick Irish. Bryce Simon coming off the bench. Watches the first pitch go by. Bryce takes the place of Jordan Goracki in this 8-run ball game. Regis stays put at first base on that pass ball. Always good to get some new names in the mix late in the ball game. Kyle Rhodes is on deck for St. Patrick. One and 2 the count, 1 out. The draftee, Schmitz, to Simon, and Simon gets in the box score with a base hit. That moves Regis over to second base. And Kyle Rhodes.
Number 2, Kyle Rhodes.
Will bat now. Rhodes has struck out twice today. Reached on an error in the 3rd and scored, and reached on a walk in the 7th and scored. He takes a ball 1 from Schmitz. First time he's seen Schmitz this afternoon. Rhodes second on the team in batting average, coming into today's ball game at 377. Count moves to 2 and 1. Rhodes with 26 hits and a team high 22 RBI in 18 games. Popped up foul territory, giving chase is Jensen. He won't get there, it's out of play. How about this? In 79 plate appearances, Rhodes has struck out just 3 times. And he has struck out twice today. So a strange day for Rhodes at the plate, but His team still producing offensively. 3-2 the count with 1 out, 2 runners on. Ground ball to short. Gets by the shortstop, and around third goes Fregis and scores. Should be charged as an error to the shortstop. And for the second time today, Rhodes is on base with an error. Third time being on base overall. And we might see a pitching change now for the Roadrunners. We'll update that score bug for you. 10-1 the score. Let's take another look at the highlights from last weekend in the Class C tournament as we get a pitching change. We'll have that for you when we come back on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Driven to the gap in left center field. This one lands. Big throw to the plate is not in time. This is 4 and a walk. Runner going Byer. And the pitch gets away. Byer coming home. There won't be a play. And Foley wins the game.
Sorensen delivers. It's hit hard to right, and that is going to be over his head. Delivers an RBI double. 0-2 pitch. Inside corner, strike 3. And that ends the game. He gets him on a called third strike. He had 2 called third strikes in the inning.
Ground ball up the middle. Great stop by the second baseman. Firing to first and got him. But guess what? The Prior League Mudcats have just taken the lead.
Pitch. Hit a long way. Deep. Looking back, and it is gone. But then Matt Ambrose has opened this game up with a 3-run home run.
Now pitching for Rochester, number 16, David Dahlstrom. Batting for the Irish, the catcher.
It'll be the 4th pitcher of the ball game for Rochester, David Dahlstrom. Former player at St. Mary's in the MIAC Conference. And he'll go to work. Matt Ambrose, the hitter, smacks one with 1 out. Into right field. The sun is right there. Right fielder catches it. Runner at second will tag. That is Simon, tagging from second to third. And I got to give a tip of the cap to Eric Stanek out there in right field. The sun, it's about 4:15, and the sun is shining
number 7, Seth
straight
Ambrose.
at the right side of the infield and right field. Stanek, I don't think he saw it until the very last second. So here's Seth Ambrose after his brother's sacrifice fly. And there's 2 away. Runners at the corners. Kyle Rhodes at first and Simon on third base. Once again, 2 outs. Fouled. Seth Ambrose brought in a run on a sacrifice fly in the 3rd. That gave the Irish a 2-1 lead. Grounded right back at the pitcher. The throw in time. Dahlstrom saves a run. And the Irish push a run across to make it 10-1. Heading into the bottom of the 8th inning here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And really, Sawyer just threw strikes and let his defense do the work. And it's a formula that's worked very well for St. Patrick this season and this afternoon.
Catcher, number 13, Matt Cosell.
So the pitcher will be Phil Garcia. A reliever gets a swinging Matt Cosell. That's a tough play at this time of day, as we were talking about last inning, but first baseman Ambrose able to fight off the sun and retire Cosell on one pitch. One away, and Brian McCauley
Left fielder
is the batter.
2, Brian McCauley.
The 1-0 misses. St. Patrick yet to use any of their 3 draftees yet this tournament. There's an off-speed pitch on a 2-1. That's outside, make it 3-1. To McCauley. St. Patrick's draftees, Joe Grody from Faribault, Jack Meyer from Webster, and Eric Steinhoff from Vaselli. So McCauley's aboard with a walk.
Second baseman, number 30, Taylor Field.
Here's Taylor Field. Roadrunners trying to string together some hits here in the bottom of the 8th. Big number on that scoreboard that has really hurt Rochester today is 4 errors. Errors and walks. It really costed the Roadrunners some runs, but also credit to the Irish offense. Some timely hits. The 1-1 pitch from Garcia to Field. Beautiful curveball. And Field able to just get a hack at it. To stay in there, 1-2. Taylor Field playing second base today. Also can play some catcher for Bernie Carlson's squad. Watches a 1-2 pitch go by. 2-2. Ground ball to third. Is it 2? There's 1. The throw to first is not in time. The Irish thought they might have their 4th double play of the day. A good hustle by Field. Beating that one out.
Number 31,
And there's 2 away. Urke, the hitter. Urke's having a nice day at the plate. 2 for 2 with a walk. There's a pickoff attempt by Garcia. But getting back safely is Field. Fouled. And out of play. I mentioned at the beginning of the game how important Urke's bat has been for the Roadrunners in the Region 5C tournament, and he's been their best offensive player, alongside Matthew Hayford. And the best 2 players with the sticks today for the Roadrunners. 2 of them combined are 4 for 4 with 2 walks. Hayford had the RBI, and Urke had the run scored. And a timeout. I think this was called by the catcher, Matt Ambrose. Umpire will walk out a ball to Garcia. Look like Ambrose, the catcher, might have hurt his hand on a previous pitch and just needed a couple extra seconds. So 1-1 the count. Garcia to Jake Goracki. There for a strike. Field the base runner at first. The 1-2 pitch misses. For ball 2. Two outs. Ground ball. Fielded by Garcia. He'll have to hurry his throw. He does, and it's in time to get Goracki. So the Irish retire Goracki for the first time this afternoon. And heading into the 9th inning, they lead by 9, 10-1. Thanks for joining us on PrepSpotlight.tv this afternoon. The Minnesota Baseball Association is proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MINNBaseball. The Irish with a comfortable 9-run lead. See if we see a few pinch hitters this inning, and it looks like we will. Will Walsh has a bat in his hand, and looks like he'll take the spot at designated hitter for Dom DeLuca.
For the Irish, number 22. Hey, here he is, Will Walsh.
Will Walsh has appeared in 4 games for the Irish this season in 10 plate appearances. He has collected 1 hit. And it was a double. Came around and scored. Struck out 6 times. A good opportunity in the state tournament. Get some at-bats. Fouls a 1-0 pitch off, 1-1. I think that might have hit the top of the porta potty. Hope no one was in there. Here's the 1-1. Missing inside, David Dahlstrom. He closed out the 8th inning. And he starts this 9th inning down 3-1 to Will Walsh. Walsh swings at a 3-1 and misses. Ryan Fregis, third baseman, will bat next. The 3-2 pitch, fouled off. Walsh hangs in there. And 3-2 again. Swing and a miss. Walsh goes down on strikes. And one away here in the top of the ninth. Ryan Fregis
Brings up the third baseman.
will step in now.
Number 21, Ryan Fregis.
On deck for St. Patrick is Joe Wires. He'll get his first at bat after Fregis' turn. And the 0-1 from Dahlstrom. Outside, misses. Fregis pops one down the third baseline, foul. Here's the 1-2. Line drive and a base hit will fall into shallow center. And Ryan Fregis has his second hit today.
Brings
Double
up
in the
right
fourth
fielder,
and a single in the ninth.
number 27, Joe Wires.
And here's another substitution, Joe Wires. Wires has played 14 games with the Irish this season. He's batting .233. He's got 7 hits in 30 at-bats, 6 singles and 1 double. Here's the 1-1 in the dirt. Cosell able to keep it in front of him. And that will hold Fregis at first base. One away here. And a swing and a miss. Blake Woodson on deck in the 9-hole for St. Patrick. He took the place of Jace Westman. Count moves to 3-2. To Joe Wires. Fouls it off. Wires has drawn 2 walks on the season. And he's struck out 8 times in 30 at-bats, 33 plate appearances. He'll ground to third, and they'll get the lead runner. At second base, that's Fregis. So 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder, number 25, Blake Woodson.
And Woodson, he grounded out to first base. His first time up. Again, took the place of Jace Westman in left field. He'll bat with 2 outs. Fouls one back. Due up for the Roadrunners, Dave Jensen will lead things off. Adam Peterson will bat second And Matthew Hayford slotted to bat third. The 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for Rochester. Two balls, one strike. And fouled again. Two swings, two foul balls off the bat of Woodson. Top of the order is on deck. It's Jack Fregis. Ground ball to the right side. Nice diving stop by Jensen. Flips to the pitcher, Dahlstrom, who comes over to make the out. So after 8.5, 10-1 the score. St. Patrick Irish are 3 outs away from moving on to the round of 16 here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Bottom of the 9th upcoming here at Springfield, Minnesota. Riverside Park. A beautiful venue for the state tournament. We have a final in our other game.
Leading off the bottom of the
That
9th for the
will have some
Roadrunners,
relevance for
first
St. Patrick
baseman,
Irish
number
fans.
19, Dave Jensen.
Carver, the Sox have defeated Delano 4-2. So Carver moves on, and they will play the winner of this game, St. Patrick and Rochester, next Saturday. St. Patrick just 3 outs away as Garcia is on the mound for his second inning of work. Garcia walked one hitter, but otherwise had no problem in the 8th inning with the Roadrunners. Here's Jensen fouling one off behind quickly 0-2. Peterson on deck for Rochester. And it's Matthew Hayford. Garcia working out of the windup. Breaking ball, misses high. So it looks like our 5 p.m. game will be starting a little late as there's a nice high fly ball to left field. Getting under it is Woodson, and he'll put it away, first out.
Brings up the designated hitter, number 22, Adam Peterson.
Adam Peterson will dig in. Peterson's 0 for 1 on the day, filling in that DH role for Parker Holmstrom. Takes the ball 1-0. Here's the delivery from Garcia, lifted into foul territory. Ambrose might have a shot at this one, and he makes the catch. 2 away. And Jeff Swanson will be the new hitter for Rochester, taking the place of Matthew Hayford.
Number 4, Jeff Swanson.
It's the Roadrunners down to their last out. The windup. Swanson watches the pitch go by, 1-0. Garcia working quickly. And 3-0 the count. Our next game, Maple Lake Lakers and the Bemidji Blue Ox. Some more second round action in this Class C state tournament. 3-0 pitched in there for a strike. Here's the 3-1, swing and a miss. And the Roadrunners down to their last strike. And there it is, strike 3. The Roadrunners go down 1-2-3 in the 9th. And that's a final, folks. The St. Patrick Irish will advance to the next round, the round of 16 in the Class C state tournament. They will take on Carver next Saturday at noon in Milroy. Before we sign off tonight, we will do a quick recap of the game. The starting pitcher for the St. Patrick Irish is worth mentioning again, Zach Sawyer.
The winner of Delano and Carver, who are playing in Milroy.
Sawyer pitched 7 innings.
Carver won 4-2.